What's up, YouTube? This video gonna be about this generation and these parents in this generation and how they just letting everything go and how they bribing their kids to do what's right when they should do what's right regardless. Because our parents wasn't bribing us and their parents before them wasn't bribing them. So I don't understand how this generation of parents is so soft on these kids. They letting the kids decide what gender they want to be. Like, come on, man, for real. You really letting a 4-year-old decide what gender he wants to be or she want to be? A 4-year-old that don't know which way is up and which way is down. But you gonna let them decide on gender, which that will be the outlook of their whole life. Because when you start that young and they know that, it's being imprinted in you. So then when you get older and you just, you know what I'm saying? People keep feeding the fire, feeding the flame. Instead of putting it out, saying no, no, no. Putting it out with a fire extinguisher or some flour. Saying no, 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 or some water. And saying no, no, no. They feeding us. You got a show on TV called Jazz. I'm Jazz. That's a little boy on there having a surgery to be a fucking woman. Are you kidding me? Like, really, something is wrong with y'all. Nah, man. Something is really wrong with y'all. For y'all to sit there and let your fucking kids, and then you get mad at people when people, I remember back in the day, it was cool for the neighbor to see your child doing something wrong and they chastise your child. They ain't gotta always hit your child, but I'm just saying discipline your child to help you when you at work or you ain't out at home. You can't do that now. These parents be trying to fight you and kill you. And a lot of times your kid be in the wrong. That's what I'm saying. They got this TV, man. This TV control every aspect of your life, whether you know it or not. Especially with kids. TV control your life with kids. They got all these commercials with these parents. All these TV shows with these parents. And they letting their kids do what the hell they want to do. Then they got shows where they try to discipline their kids, but they only discipline them some of the things, and then the other things they let them do. You have to teach your kid, first of all, it's a balance between negative and positive. You can't be all the way positive. You can't all the way be negative. You have to have a balance, and you got to teach yourself, and you got to practice on it. Because in the way this world going, that shit'll have you be either positive or negative. It don't have you on no balance. Because it's raggedy. The world is raggedy now. It's so raggedy, it's sad. And then you can't mention nothing to these parents. I ain't talking about telling no adult nothing. I'm talking about mentioning, advising. They be ready to cut your head off for that. And then they want to, and then when they see you, oh, my child tried to fight me. My child was cussing me out. My child was doing this. My child was doing that. And you just look at them like, for real, I just told you. And you think because I don't have no kids, I don't know nothing. And I know a lot more than you do. And I don't have no kids. That's the sad part. common sense. That's all it takes. Common sense. It ain't no rocket science, which that's bullshit. But it ain't no major thing. It's just common sense. How you want your kid to grow up and be in this world if you die today or tomorrow? How you want people to respect your kids? How you want your kids to respect people? How you want your kids to be looked at, characterized? It's all on you. You the parent. You the one had them. You the one pushed them out. You the one created them. You the one shot the shit up in her so she can put her egg with your and do. But no, y'all say, oh no, I'm gonna go give them and let them be in school for 8 hours and let them take care of them. They don't even know how to take care of your kids. Y'all need to stop doing that too. You need to stop letting people that's enemies raise your kids, whether they be black or white. They don't have your kids in their best interest. Because at the end of the day, if they did, they would be pushing to teach the right shit in these schools. Shit on how to survive in this world. That shit they got now is bullshit. They ain't got nothing to do with life. The only thing got to do with life is math. That's the only thing they teaching you that got something to do with life is math. Now don't tell me about all that other bullshit. No, that shit ain't got nothing to do with life. That shit ain't got nothing to do with half of these jobs. That shit ain't got nothing to do with a house. Taking care of a house. Because if it did, half of the people that's rich now would have finished school. Half of the people that's famous now would have finished school. Half of the people that made it now would have finished school. So school, parents, that's nothing. You need to stop pushing that school shit and start teaching them values of life. Teach them how to survive. Teach them how to go out and find an apartment. Teach them how to budget their shit. Teach them how to do the banking. Teach them how they got to keep their credit right if they want to get this big house and nice cars. Teach them about how to read people. When you walk up on a person and you see a person first thing in the morning and it's your neighbor or somebody and you used to say hi to him or talking to him, read them before you talk to them. Read them before you say something, because something might be going on. Read a person on how not to let a person get over on you. That's that type of stuff. How to survive in this world as a black person. You're going to have to work 10 times or 100 times harder for stuff. Stuff don't come easy to us like that. But no, these parents give these black kids shit and make it easy for them, so then when they get out in the real world and they start getting these jobs, and these jobs ain't what they thought they was going to be, and then they quit them. Instead of holding on to that job until they find a job that's better. I know kids do their own thing a lot of times when they get older. I did. My sisters and brothers did. But for the most part, we did listen to our mama. But I'm just saying, just do your due diligence as a parent. And if your kids choose to go the way in life they choose to go, then hey, at least you did your part. At least you can feel good at the end of the day. Your kid get killed in them streets, at least you know you did what you were supposed to do at the end of them days. Your kids get lost to the dope or them drugs and be out there in the streets, you did what you needed to do. you don't have no guilty conscience. That's just what they choose to do. That's the way they like the road they chose in life. There's so many temptations out here. So many roadblocks and obstacles. And if you don't teach your kids how to dodge them and how to use some of them roadblocks and obstacles to their advantage, then they gonna fail every time. They gonna fail every time. If you keep pushing religion and unnecessary shit that don't matter, because yeah, religion don't matter. It's spirituality that matters. Teach your kids to worship nature, the trees, the wind, the air, the sun, the moon, the stars, the birds. It ain't so much you worship it, it's what they do. What they do. Trees give off oxygen so we can breathe. The wind blows so it can move that oxygen to different and transfer it to different parts. The sun, it grows. It gives life. The moon, it shines at night, gives life, and it gives light, and it gives life too. Because there's certain things that grow in the nighttime too, that won't grow in the day. Teach them to be one with nature like we was. Get back with that. It ain't religion. That's what I'm saying. Y'all stuck on this religion, and then if y'all not stuck on religion, y'all don't want to hear because y'all think it's about religion, and it's not. Because like I say, we're not religious people. That's why a lot of black people be faking and shaking or don't even fuck with religion, period. Because we're not religious people. We're spiritual people. We just worship nature. We give homage to nature and the characteristics that nature gives off for us to survive on this earth. That's spirituality. Ain't worshiping and read no. You naturally know what you're supposed to do. Homage to the fish. Homage to, you know what I'm saying, everything in nature that helps us survive on this earth. Teach your kids that. You got all kind of commercials. You got a commercial with a little boy telling my dad, I think I'm on my period. Because you say people like me that talk about this type of stuff is crazy, but we really see the truth for what it is. And they really coming after your kids. But you don't see that because you so blind and you so stubborn that you don't want to see it. You scared. Stop being scared, Craig. Because you being scared is hindering your child from growing up the way they're supposed to grow up. Because at the end of the day, your child look up to you. Not nobody else. Your child wants you to discipline them. Yes, your kids want discipline too because that shows them love. They might rebel or get mad, but at the end of the day, when they think about it, when they calm down, they know that you did what you're supposed to do as a parent because they was out of line, out of pocket. So you put them back in pocket and back in line like they supposed to be, a young woman and a young lady and a young man growing up in this world. Man, we gotta do better, man. Can't be letting this TV and these rap stars and all this raise our damn kids. These people don't care about our kids. If that's the case, they wouldn't even, if they was rapping, they wouldn't be rapping about that bullshit they rapping about. Out fighting and doing YouTube videos on there, fighting and all kind of crap. And then you wondering why where your kid getting this personality from, where your kid getting these characteristics from. You don't know. No, you know, because you ain't doing your job as a parent. In your house, they supposed to follow your rules. Don't be hard on them like that. I'm not saying be hard on them. Damn. I'm just saying, make sure they stay in line like your parents was. If you had some parents that that you came up in a stable household, you knew how you was raised. And if your parents went above and beyond a little bit over, okay, well, you know not to do that with your child. You know where to stop at with your child. You figure out ways to communicate with your child. You know, I ain't talking about go back to the old days and just beat your child and not listen. No, hell no. But some kids do need the little touching up every now and then, because some of these kids, some of these kids, while I be in the store, I be like, boy, could be mine. That's why I'm kind of glad I don't got no kids. I do want some kids. I did want some kids bad. I mean, I can't have no kids now, but I did want some kids bad. I still, every now and then, go through my little, because I'm a woman, you know what I'm saying, and that's going to happen. But I'm kind of sometimes glad I don't have no kids, because these kids, man, I'm telling you, man. But that's the parents' fault. Look, my mama always taught me, talk to your child before you leave the house. If you raise your kid in the house, and when you get out in the world, you don't have to say nothing too much. You probably have to give them a look or something to put them back in line when they feel like they, you know what I'm saying, want to get a little razzle-dazzle. But other than that, they already know pretty much what's going to happen. If I do this, mama already told me before we left the house, if I do this, this is what's going to happen. Now you got kids just running crazy. Doctor's office, stores, it's just all over. Just running crazy. Touching on stuff they ain't got no business, picking up stuff, doing all kind of stuff. That's because the parents is not teaching. And that's how you know the parents ain't teaching the child at home. When you see a kid doing all that type of stuff, hollering and running and doing all that crazy stuff in public, that's how you know at home that parent is not sitting down and talking to them kids. That parent is on some social media, arguing with some other female, worried about some other female, her kids, worried about just shit that they don't need to be worried about. And they say all these young mothers out here show teenage moms, and it's okay to be okay, look, it happens. Shit happens. But here again, teach them the right way. They get pregnant young, okay. As long as you know it ain't your fault, you just let her run wild out there. Then you did your job, and she just still was sneaking out the house. She just was a hot little mama. And there's only so much you could do anyway as a parent. But I'm just saying, do your due diligence. So when something happen and people come to you and be like, da-da-da-this, da-da-da-da, be like, that. I already knew. I was already on it. I done did this, I done did that, I done did this, I done did that. People feel like, oh, it ain't none of your business, it's my child. Yeah, but it's your child, but your child out here in the world making an ass of themselves and doing shit they ain't got no business. That's what I'm talking about. And then you so fast to defend your kid. It's okay to defend your kid, but, you know, make sure you ain't looking like an ass at the end of all the defending. That's what I'm saying. I don't got no problems with parents defending you. You better defend your damn child. I don't care if they right or wrong. That's your child. If you don't, they gonna be out. They gonna feel like they lonely. They out here in the world alone. But that's why you discipline them before the shit happens. So when the shit happens, they already know how to go about it. They already know if I go out here and do anything, I can't make it. It's not got to be my fault. So my parents could be looking stupid coming out here trying to defend me. I got to make sure all my I's is dotted and T's is crossed. You got to teach your kid that. You can't let your kid be doing temper tantrums and just give them what the fuck they want. So when they grow up, they doing temper tantrums, and then when somebody knock them the fuck out, then they think they can call the police. The fuck? Teach your kids you ain't supposed to be just putting your hands on people and talking any old kind of way to people. Think before you say stuff. Because when you grow up and you say stuff that's out of line and out of pocket, you get touched up. Not a little bit. Because the other adults ain't taking it. They going through what they going through, so they not finna take it. Teach your kids how to talk to people. How to express themselves. If you don't know how, find a black woman or black man that you comfortable with, that know how to express themselves, and to teach you as a black person or a black man or black woman how to express yourself as an adult, so you can teach your kid how to express themselves as a young black man or woman. That's what I'm saying. Don't just shuck it all off just because you don't know, because you embarrassed, because you never learned, because your parents never taught you. You wasn't thinking about all that when you was out there humping on something to make that child. Now you got this child. Now you should be able to want to show your child the right shit. But it's so many parents out here so fucked up that they kids is fucked up. So they ain't gonna never be right. That's what I'm saying. A lot of parents out here fucked up. And raising their kids fucked up. Using their kids for money. It's just all kind of crazy shit. That's why I don't understand like how half of these parents got kids. So many kids in the system. That's another reason why these kids growing up fucked up, because some of them is in the system and they don't have no training. Rearing. No good upbringing. The system is bringing them up, and the system ain't good for nobody. So if you can adopt some kids, get some black babies, shit, do it. You ain't got no criminal background, no record, nothing stopping you. You got a nice house already, you get some black babies, get some black babies. Stop letting these other races get these black babies and raise these black babies. I'm so tired of seeing that on the news, the TV, the social media. And then these famous black people get these black babies and then they messing them up more. They messing them up more. You got one famous, I forgot, I don't even know if it's a woman or a man, look funny to me, but she done got a black baby and it's a boy. Now she letting the little boy dress as a little girl or identify as a little girl. So y'all think all this stuff is cool, and it's not. Then y'all get mad at people like me that tell you like that's not cool to be letting your kid or just letting your kid run all over you. Do what the hell they want to do. I know so many black families like that. A parent like they scared to touch the damn kid. The kid be telling the parent what to do. I wasn't raised like that. I didn't want to tell my mama what to do. She wasn't having it. She was not having it. Little short woman was not having it. All 4 kids. No, she was not. She wasn't having it. She ain't having her own kids telling her what to do. And you got grown ass kids standing in the house telling parents what to do. How you gonna tell somebody what to do and you living on somebody else and you ain't got a piece of income? You ain't doing nothing to help them. They gotta beg you to take out the goddamn trash. That's another thing. I know you love your child, but goddamn, enough is enough. So yeah, this video is just parents need to get it together so these kids can get it together. Stop being soft on these kids. Stop letting these kids just go any and do anything, man, because it's not cool. And they are future. And if you don't see that they are future, then we gone. We lost. We so far lost. It's so far gone more than I thought it was. So YouTube, have a nice day. Hit the thumbs up, like, subscribe, comment, good or bad. It don't matter to me, like I said before. So, have a nice day. Peace.